We're having some coffee together, me and Donnie. Just figured he'd join me for this video. This isn't a TikTok video though. This is about your guys' military money that you guys might be getting more of. But there's a big disclaimer. I'd like to have you guys know about this. What is up, guys? You're tuning into NickyMGTV for another video. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below. If you have questions, make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. Please, these are more tips and helps. I keep messing that part up. Tips that can help you out. But anyway, going into this, there has been an article that was shared with me by some people I work with that is very important for you guys. Yes, you pay attention. It's taxes, boring. Yes, I know, but you guys don't want to pay people back, right? You would like to keep all your money. There is going to be a tax deferral. And you're like, Nicky, you're using big words, tax deferral. I'm only 18 years old. I'm 19, 20, 21, and I don't care about anything that says tax or deferral. I get it. Relax. What you guys don't realize, a lot of people, until you get your first paycheck, maybe you start looking at the breakdown, or you first join the military and you look at what your leave and earning statement is, you start looking at, wait, this is how much I'm supposed to be paid. That is, okay, now I'm looking at how much I'm actually paid. And you start looking at taxes and you're like, well, they're taking a lot of money, right? You got to look at that. You got to pay attention to that, because right now there has been something signed by the president which has allowed for a tax deferral for military or government service workers that are making less than $104,000 per year. Now, also that includes anyone that makes $4,000 or less. I'm going to say this is based off for the military for base pay, even though we do get allowances and things like that. If you're making more, say you're in a high housing allowance area, things like that. I'm assuming this is base pay only, okay? So I know that you guys may read that, but that's the safe assumption because those are allowances and not pay. And this is going to affect anyone from the rank of E1 to O4. So be ready for that. Every military branch, Army, Navy, Air Force, whatever you're looking at, if you're coming in between September 1st and December 31st, that's when this tax deferral is going to take place. It does look like the president has said that he is going to try and make this a permanent thing, but that would take congressional approval to allow that. Now, a lot of you guys probably are thinking, okay, I don't get as much money taken out. Cool. But they have not claimed that they are not going to have you pay that back, which means it's pretty much like you're going to have to hold on to it and save for later. And that's really important because there are a lot of people that are in the military that are living paycheck to paycheck right now, right? And what's scary about this is most of the people that are in the military have all their basic fundamentals met. They have food, your BAS. They have the galley as well, right? They also have housing. You have your barracks room or your house that you live in. You have health care, right? And you usually have the basic pay, your base pay, enough to make ends meet, right? Like, we should not be needing any kind of deferral, if anything, for military, in my opinion, because we have our basic needs met, where there are a lot of people that are out there that really don't. But this is an issue for the military because there are a lot of people that are out there coming in with almost zero financial literacy of how to work their dollar. And that is what is scary about this. There's always this statistic being thrown around that there's military members that have an average of $5 in their account. I've never found that anywhere as an official source, but even if that's true, we'll see. And also, I do know a lot of sailors, Marines and things like that are living paycheck to paycheck. And so that's why this is very scary. And that's because you're giving somebody that already is not having enough information about how finances work to get more money, because they're going to get this money that's a tax deferral and have to then pay taxes later. So some of you guys from January to February, April, when you guys are filing your taxes, you're going to say, oh, I'm ready for that fat paycheck, right? And you're used to getting some money back, but if you're not used to having to pay money, you may be paying some for this. So I know a lot of you guys hate taxes. Hate it. I get it. Just listen. The taxes are some basic concept that some people need to hear over and over again to really understand. So listen to this. When you get your paycheck, you're getting your paycheck, right? You get deductions every paycheck so that way you can pay taxes. And that way it doesn't seem as much of a blow later in the year. Now, when you file taxes, right, that is January to April 14th, that you are filing them, you are trying to get as much as you can back, but a lot of you guys are going to get what's called a standard deduction. That means you're going to take what your deduction is for you as a regular person being, single or married or whatever, and you're filing for how much you should owe the government, and whatever's left over, what the money you get back that you don't owe them, they pay back to you. So the whole goal of the tax thing is to not get as much money as possible at the end of the year, because it's a free loan to the government. The whole goal is to pay nothing more, nothing less, and actually make it zero. So the closer you can get to that, the better off you are. The last thing I want to kind of talk about is this is also scary for people that are in the military, because a lot of people do have kids, family, and things like that, where when you have more money in your pocket, you're probably going to consider during September, October, November, December, rolling into New Year's, let's be honest here, that there are people that are going to use this money to go party, to go buy gifts, to go celebrate, because these are some of the times, especially if we're going to, in theory, if we roll out of the COVID time period and we kind of get back to normal life a little bit, as we were kind of able to adjust to this lifestyle, you're going to see that this may get worse. So I really hope that we're not dealing with this. If you guys really do have financial headaches or issues like that, there are services on your base. Specifically for the Navy, there's the Navy Marine Corps Relief Society. I'm not sure what it is for the Army or Air Force, but definitely if you're Army or Air Force, link that down below, because I'm just not as well versed. I could Google it, but I'm making the video, so I appreciate it. But there's services on base. You can talk to your leadership about that. There's definitely ways to get loans in order to be able to pay for stuff that is emergent, and that would be at a 0% interest. Literally no secrets or anything about that. Navy and Marine Corps Relief Society, I always do support them and actually donate because of that, for people that are in crisis, for family emergencies and things like that. And I just believe in that, honestly. So, but anyway, I hope you guys got something out of this, and I hope that if you guys want some basic financial literacy as you guys are coming in, not just saving your money, but where to put it for you guys to actually grow somewhere in your military career or whatever you're doing, is check out the video I posted up here that you can check out, and you can actually see kind of my literally like one-step base guideline of what to do as you get to boot camp and you sit down to start working on your pay. Do that. Go watch that video. I promise you guys, it'll get you guys on the right track to get where you need to be. If you guys do have questions about this or anything else, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.